How's it going? Shootin, the meandering piper. Shooting this video from my trusty freight shaker today. It's been a while since I've shot a video from the truck here, so figured, what the heck, let's go ahead and do that. Taking a bit of a break. It's kind of warm out here. I'm sitting at the farm, figured I'd cool down before I took off. Anyway, got my Dr. Graybo Grand Duke, and in it I got a little Sir Walter Raleigh. I've got to tell you, I'm really enjoying this stuff. If I can keep it lit, I get to talking and I'll let it go out. Seems to be going alright. Anyway, wanted to just have a little chat, shoot the breeze a bit. It's been a while since I've done that. Now, I gotta tell you, since we are in the truck here today, I discovered the magic of podcast. Here recently, I haven't really been too thrilled with what's been on the radio. I do have one classic country station I like to listen to, and one classic rock station. But here lately, they haven't been really playing too much of the classic stuff. They've been playing stuff, that was playing on the radio whenever I was in high school. Whenever I want to listen to classic rock, I want to listen, the 80s, 70s, early 90s, that kind of stuff. But now they're starting to play bands like Green Day and stuff on the classic rock station. Not that Green Day is a bad band or anything. It's just kind of odd hearing that come over the radio on a classic station. But anyway, all that aside, yeah, I discovered podcast a couple of days ago, and I forget, it's been a while back. Somebody recommended podcasts to me. I forget now who it was. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and download a podcast player. Me being as technologically illiterate as I am, I thought podcast was only something, that you could get on an iPhone or an iPod or something like that. Turns out you can actually get it on Android and everything too, but I wasn't aware of that until I downloaded this podcast player. But, I'm loving it. I've only been listening to it for a couple of days. I only got one podcast I listened to, and it was the one that was recommended to me. And that's Pipe and Tamper, and that's really great. It's a great show, and I'm loving it. I'm just absolutely loving it. Being in this truck, usually about 12 hours a day, things, can get a little boring. So, and especially with the radio going downhill, this podcast has been refreshing. But anyway, if anybody knows of any good podcast along those lines, pipes, tobaccos, those subjects, I'd love to hear about it. So I'm really enjoying Pipe and Tamper. So, and get me lit up here again. Hopefully this is turning out alright with the glare and the sun and everything coming in here. I can't see a whole lot. But, yeah, I got a few shout-outs. 3, actually. And I'll put the link to all of them down in the description down below in the drop-down thing. But, got Four-Eyed Piper. He's a great guy. Watched a few of his videos. I haven't had a chance to catch up on all of them yet. So, but, he's great. Go over there, give him a like, a sub. There's the Pipe Diary, and he's fairly new. Last I watched, let's see, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Oh no, it was a day or two ago. He had 3 episodes up so far, and his channel's pretty much how it sounds. He's fairly new to pipe smoking, and he is keeping a diary of his piping experience, and I've really enjoyed it so far. He might have the 4th episode up now. I'll have to go check that out. But anyway, his link will be down in the description down below. And the third one is Oom Howard, and he's got several videos up, and again, I haven't got the, catch all the way up on his yet either, but the few I've seen have been really good. They're kind of spaced quite a ways in between, at least a couple of weeks, but he does cob modification from what I can tell. So if you like corn cobs, or like tinkering around and playing with your corn cobs, definitely go check out his channel. Go check out his channel anyway, give him a like and a sub. I enjoyed it. So there was this one, well, the most recent one, well, it wasn't his most recent, but the last one I watched was this cactus cob that he did, and everything was all woo. I mean, it was pretty cool. So anyway, go check him out. It's a great channel. Telling you what, this is the only time I haven't been able to keep this thing lit. Usually it burns perfect. I think it's just because I'm yakking so much here. But yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying this Sir Walter Raleigh. Trying to figure out exactly what the flavoring in it is. Having kind of a hard time with this one. At first I was thinking it was like a licorice-like flavor, but I'm not really too sure. It kind of has a licorice-like taste. I don't quite think that's it. It might be, oh, what's that funky herb? I think it's an herb. Looks like a star. What is it, anise? I think that's what they call it, anise and anise. I don't know, they make a liquor out of it. It kind of has that kind of flavor like that too, but I'm not really too sure. I'm going to have to ask around a little bit to kind of see what everybody else thinks. I guess I could just go on over the tobacco reviews. I hate doing that. I mean, it's a great website, but I try not to contaminate my taste, I guess, so to say. I don't want to get something in my head and then go looking for that flavor. I think that might kind of influence the way it tastes. By somebody telling you there's something in it, you might pick up on it. Where you normally wouldn't. I mean, that might be good, that might be bad on my part, but I kind of like to try and pick out, all the flavors on my own. I mean, I've even gone so far as, since I started pipe smoking, to try foods, that I would never have otherwise tried, like squid and octopus. I'd never tried those before I started pipe smoking, but I always heard that chefs have to try a lot of different foods, to kind of develop their palate. So I kind of figured, well, maybe that'll kind of translate over into tobacco. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just, going out there and, eating food for nothing. Well, I wouldn't say for nothing, of course, but, maybe it won't translate over. Maybe I just need to smoke more tobaccos and develop the palate that way. But it's a really great tobacco. I've been enjoying this. It's a great all-day tobacco, in my opinion. Especially, for doing like what I do. It's nice and light. You can smoke it all day. Like I said, I'm in a truck 12 hours a day, so I smoke a few pipes while I'm here at work. I gotta say, it's great. For something like that, you can smoke it. It's not really too heavy of a tobacco. There's not a whole lot of nicotine, but it's satisfying, and it doesn't really contaminate your palate for whenever you want to try the good stuff, whenever you get home and sit in your recliner. So, gotta give it props for that. I don't know. I'm loving it. Gotta give props to OTC Piper for kind of pointing me in the direction of this. He talked about it in one of his videos. That it was a great over-the-counter blend. I'd asked him about it, and he said, it was really great. He enjoyed it, and that was enough for me. So I went ahead and went and bought the big old 14-ounce can of it, and I'm glad I did, because I probably would have already smoked through an entire pouch. I mean, it's that good. I'm liking it. It's definitely found a place in the a permanent place in my tobacco cabinet. So it'll definitely be one of the ones I keep in stock. Anyway, I think, before I go, I had a couple of questions, well, same question asked by a couple of different people, and that was about the history of tobacco. Those are just going to be done on the weekends. Saturday and Sunday is whenever I'll try to have each one of those up. And if for some odd reason I get busy and miss a weekend, it'll be up the weekend after that, or as soon as I can get it up. But the schedule on that's going to be on the weekends, at least until we get up and get that series finished. Which I think we just, Europeans just found out what tobacco was in the last one, so we got quite a ways to go before that series ends. But throughout the week, it'll just be regular content, just, like me shooting the breeze, or if I have a tobacco review, we'll post that up during the week, or just whatever. So, but anyway, yeah, the history of tobacco is definitely going to be on the weekends. I do all the research in my spare time during the week, and kind of figure out how I want to go with the episode, and then put it all together and have it ready for the weekend. So, but anyway, I'm glad y'all are enjoying that. I'm having a lot of fun doing the research, digging all this stuff up, and it's been great. Thank you for all the kind comments and support and everything. So, but anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. I'm pretty much cooled down now. I'll tell you what, even though it is a little humid out there, it's a nice day. But I'm going to get on off here, get back to work. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be sure to enjoy you a nice pipe. And, yeah, we'll talk to y'all later.